It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Larkin. That one doesn't drop. Driving to the basket. The shot by Vezenkov, no good. Here's Nora. Pulls up. Pass to Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And there's a pick. There's the block. And here is Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. There's the steal. On the wing, Thompson. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Vezenkov. Launches it from deep. Poirier with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
For the away team.
And he drops it first.
Larkin at the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Looking to win the run. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Here's Vezenkov. Inside. Here's Papanikolaou. And he dunks it down.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
First personal foul, second team foul.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Larkin. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Pass to Vezenkov. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Larkin. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the pick from behind the arc. Back to Thompson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. That shot wide open.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Fournier.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Larkin. 6 points for him. Thompson passes to Larkin. Oh, he picked him clean. They're running. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Fournier. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
16 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Larkin. Nails it from beyond the arc. Larkin's got 9.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Pass to Dorsey. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Launches it. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Bryant driving inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Peters. He's scoreless. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bryant outside. Outside Johnson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting for the away team. Bryant at the line.
And the technical free throw is good. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Down low. Rebounded by Johnson.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
He buries it from 3.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Bryant, the pass to Johnson. The 3 ball. Fires in the triple.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans, covered by Bryant. 5 on the clock. Here's Peters. Shoots over Johnson. Peters, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Bryant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Dorsey. Launches a 3. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. He shoots a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Oturu with the rebound.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Driving in. He shoots. Nails the baby hook.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Evans, covered by Bryant. Pass to Dorsey, to the inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Bryant outside. To the left wing. Fires for 3. Offensive board. 36 seconds left in the first half.
Peters, first personal foul, first team foul.
.35 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Up top, Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Here's Dorsey, covered by Johnson. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. 4-3. That one is off. So we conclude the first half, leading by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greeting. Taking a look at the visitors, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They could.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. The kick out to Fournier. From outside, off the mark. Fournier against Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
That free throw's good from Thompson.
Thompson, 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Now Fournier. No made baskets yet. Pass to Vizenkov. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. And he throws it down with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Rob. Thompson outside. Connects from downtown. Thompson's got 10.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Vizenkov. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Fournier. Goes up from the top of the key. Second chance effort. And Fall gets it to go. Fall's got his first 2 points.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Larkin. And a missed layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Papa Nicolau. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Larkin. No good from outside.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Smits. He takes it in, and that one's good. Here's Papa Nicolau. 11 points in the game. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Thompson against Fournier. Pass to Smits. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Smits has got 4 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Blocked! A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Knocks down the long J. Smits has got his third basket on the night right there.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Fournier against Thompson. Thompson with a steal. To the paint. Here's Larkin. Finished off the break. Larkin's got 11 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's...
The play will be reviewed.
With so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Out to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Poirier. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
The away team.
Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 17. Pass to Fall. Here's Vazenkov.
Stay out here.
There's a screen. From deep. That shot, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 17. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. To the right side. On the wing, Fournier. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. From the arc. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the shot goes. Zinchenko's got his first points in this one. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Larkin. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Zinchenko. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so the ball out of bounds. Fournier touched it last. On Tuesday and then on Sunday.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Bryant with it. Off target from outside. Gets stolen by Johnson. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Bryant outside. Nails it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
There's a screen. Here's Evans. Ball stolen. Outside Johnson. Misses the 3. Johnson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Down low. Picked his pocket. And here's Bryant outside. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yep, that one goes. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Bryant inside. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
3 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. They set the pick for 3. Bryant, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Evans. Stolen by Bryant. Tipped. Just 4 to shoot. The kick out to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Dorsey gets it to go. Now here's Bryant. There's a screen by Johnson. Bryant finds Johnson. Back to Bryant. Now here's Johnson. Bryant outside. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Johnson. The 3 is up. No good that time. Here's Dorsey. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. Bryant from deep three-point land. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant...
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Howard, and it's Luwawu in at the two-guard spot. Here's the screen. He's guarded by Howard. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Driving the lane, banked in off the glass. Howard's got 5. We're about 1 minute into the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team. 0. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Monecki. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the wing right side. Fournier pulls it down. And there's the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line. I'm coming at you.
And here is Howard. He has 5. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Here's Hall. Fournier pulls it down. Here's Papanikolaou. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. Fournier for 3. Rebounded by Monecki.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now, here's Howard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And he gets it to go. Howard's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Outside Fournier. To the middle. Here's Fall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Poke loose. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Howard. Plays it up off the glass. Howard's got 9 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
He's guarded by Howard. They set the pick. Pass to Fall. Rebounded by Howard. First quarter of action. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Rebounded by Monecki. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Luwawu, still without a basket. Six to shoot.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He's guarded by Howard. Goes up from the top of the key, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Sedekursky's now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
That one's good for Zenkov.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
There's a good screen. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Luwawu, and it's blocked. Going inside. No good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Evans outside. From the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The layup off target. Stolen. It's 2-on-1. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Right wing. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. On Wednesday, then on Friday. Pass to Dorsey. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. Here's Baldwin. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Good work there as it goes.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Dorsey kicks to Peters. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Chop. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pocket 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
The visitors with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Baldwin, covered by Evans. Lets it go with a 3. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Setakurski's. That one, no good. Down low. No good with the layup. Pass to Baldwin.
2 minutes remaining.
Fires the 3.
Home team foul. Number 77. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. A steal.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Pass to Dorsey. Lets it go from deep. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Baldwin the pass to Chop. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assist goes to
Shop's got his first points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Milutinov. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Dorsey. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Inside, here's Milutinov.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. There's the pick. Fires from deep. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Evans. Defense right on him. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot, please.
Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Two of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the 5. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 11.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Outside Fournier, driving to the basket. Here's Fall, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Howard. To the right side. Monecki, that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one. He's guarded by Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Here's Papa Nicolau. Still yet to score. Here's Vezenkov. 4 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Hall.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Luwawu. They set the pick, but 3. No good there. Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezenkov. the three. Drills it from outside. Vazenkov's got his second basket of the night.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Howard kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Howard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Howard at the line for 2.
And so Howard nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Taken away. Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by Fournier. And Luwawu gets it to go. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Fournier in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Papanikolaou. No scoring in this one. And Evan Fournier with the three.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now Howard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Off target from three-point range. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. There's the pick. Here's Monecki. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Fall. Knocked away. Here's Vazenkov. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got 17.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Vazenkov. They set the pick. Howard with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta. Howard's got 20 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Dorsey. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Jop.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Yaramaz. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Peters. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
In into the lane. He gets that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The basket good off the assist from Evans. Peters has got his first bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Misses the three. Pass to Dorsey. He takes it in. Count the basket.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Launches it. It doesn't go for him.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Wide open look. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And it's Evans missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Dorsey's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Offline with his three.
Now the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
It's good from long range.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Sedekursky's wide open shot is on the money.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fast break, here they come. Here's Dorsey. A three-pointer, no good. Yaramaz. Pass to Baldwin. Connects from three-point range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Evans outside. Now Dorsey. Now here's Evans. Down low. Puts up a deep three. He can't hit that time. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Hall in at center, filling out the middle. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot, defended by Thompson. And Luwawu-Cabarrot gets it to go. Here's Larkin. An easy two on the layup.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Baldwin. Clock at 6. Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Baldwin. To the wing, right side. As we look towards the end of March, these power rankings are getting closer to their final shape. They're hanging in there at that same fifth spot and hoping to climb higher.
When I look at this visiting team, they've got to be happy with how well they're playing. Certainly on the upswing. Everyone understanding and knowing their role.
Pass to Poirier. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the rejection. Defended by Thompson. They get it back. Here's Baldwin. Fires the 3. First shot won't go. Here's Larkin. Thompson outside. Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Fires away from way outside. Nora grabs the board. Here's Poirier. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Schmitz. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Baldwin.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
They need this. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
A minute 58 left in the first. Here's Larkin. Here's Nora. That one goes. Count it.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Luau Cabarro.
Home team foul. 3. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Minute 32 left now in the first quarter. From deep. Drops in the three.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Nora. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got 5 now. Here's Baldwin. Still without a bucket. And a miss there on the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Larkin passes to Thompson. Pass to Poirier. Here's Nora. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to drop.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. They set the pick. Baldwin, the pass to Luau Cabarro. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. It could go. No good on the shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Up 6. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Howard. Counted from distance.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Johnson. The 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out to the wing. Here's Top. Blocked! And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. On Saturday, and then on Monday,
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
There's the screen by Johnson. And here's Bryant outside. Forrest with a rebound. Howard with the ball. No points yet. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Releases. Rebounded by Johnson.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Bryant against Howard. Johnson a screen on Howard. And here's Bryant outside. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Job. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Outside Johnson. Here's Oturu with the floater. And he lays it up and in. Oturu's got his first points of the night.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Howard. Uncovered. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 5.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Bryant, the pass to Oturu. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Oturu. Tipped away. Back to Johnson. It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. Here's Forrest. Still no points. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And here's Bryant. There's the screen by Johnson. Bryant outside. Pass to Oturu. Kicks it out to Bryant. Just 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Covered by Johnson. Missed inside.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Bryant outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Bryant inside. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's Howard with the 3. And he can't get that one. In transition, here they come. Here's Johnson. And he makes it on the layup.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Forrest got it.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
1 second left. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And that's it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Thompson with a screen. On the take. To the wing on the left. Takes a three. Gets the three ball to go. Thompson's got 8.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And it's Baldwin in at the point. Inside. Cuts off the pass. Here's Thompson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team.
Here's Baldwin. No points so far. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Let's go with a three. Drains the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Larkin. The rebound by Hall. Larkin's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Baldwin. Knocks it down from distance.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 from distance. Thompson with a screen. Larkin passes to Smits. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 5.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Baldwin. Deflected. Here's Nora. On the wing, Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Manecki. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Hall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Luau Cabarro. And it's good for 2. Luau Cabarro's got 7 points. Luau Cabarro's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Baldwin. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Baldwin's got his second basket of the game. Pretty even game right now in Charlotte. Here's Larkin. Pass to Poirier. Thompson left side. Here's Poirier. The putback. That shot missing. To the inside. Manecki. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Larkin. Fires from deep. Luau Cabarro with the rebound. Larkin's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Manecki for the tie. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And it's tied up with that one. 1:27 left in the third. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Second personal foul.
A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Here's Luau Cabarro. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, ripped away. And they're on the run. And here they go. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Luau Cabarro, defended by Thompson. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Hall. Here's Luau Cabarro. 7 points in the game. 4 on the clock. With the drive. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here we go. The 3 from Thompson. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now. The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 4. Here's Luau Cabarro. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Gets it off. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Bryant outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Bryant. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Bryant. And that one's good. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Forrest. Covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Number 17. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Bryant outside. The 3. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Back to Howard to tie it up. Rebounded by Johnson.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Shoots it from the high post. That shot off the mark. Here's Forrest. And he lays it up and in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Now here's Bryant. Not a lot of room. The kick out to Johnson.
personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bryant inside. Can't hit from the elbow.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
To take the lead. And they get it back. Here's the three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Bryant inside. The layup off target.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Basket counts.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Bryant's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Bryant. Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Forrest. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Jump. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Bryant with it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
They set the screen into the lane. Covered by Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses from short range. Johnson finds Bryant. Back to Johnson. Lets it fly. The visiting club takes the win on the road. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Here's Thompson. Here's Nora. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Misses in close.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Poirier. Here's Larkin. There's the pick. Now, here's Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset? Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Vezenkov. Lets it go from the wing. Poirier grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Basket good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Fournier. And it falls over the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Larkin finds Thompson. Drives to the hoop. That one dropped for his second bucket. Larkin 2 for 4.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Vezenkov. Still scoreless.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:07 left to play here in the first. Larkin can't get it to go.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Niko, good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Larkin. Driving the lane. Plays it up and banks it in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Pass to Fournier. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pulls up. Warnock grabs the board.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Larkin. Got it. Good job in the low post. Larkin's got 6 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now here's Fournier to the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
He gets it in there.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Bryant against Evans. Off target with his 3. Now Dorsey. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Bryant kicks to Johnson. Good on the 3-point shot. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Dorsey, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Dorsey's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Bryant. Johnson outside. Pass to Bryant. Clock at 6. It's good. Here's Evans. Still yet to score. They set the pick beyond the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oturu. Pass to Johnson. Goes back up. Going inside. The shot missing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Bryant outside. There's the drive. Johnson, a wide open look. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Bryant against Evans.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Releases. Oturu with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Bryant's shot is good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Over to the wing. Back to Evans. Fires for three. Here's Milutinov. Evans against Bryant. Jacks up a three. Can't hit that one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Oturu. Johnson surveying the floor. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Peters. He's guarded by Johnson. Peters misses. To the paint. Here's Oturu.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. $19 seconds left now here in the second. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dorsey, and taken away by Johnson. Bryant from way outside misses the deep three-point attempt. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Let's turn our attention to the... And that is our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5. Here's Larkin. Pass to Poirier. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
We've got Evan Fournier. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4 slot. Fournier for 3, and it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson with it, defended now by Fournier. Mora, that's good. Mora's got his first points of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century that season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Fournier pass to Fall. Pass to Papanikolaou. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fall. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Larkin. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. Right edge.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Larkin. Here's Smits. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Outside Fournier. 59 seconds left in the third. That one drops for him. He's got 6. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. Thompson outside. The 3. Offensive rebound. Poirier. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thompson for the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4-man position. Here's Larkin. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Evans. Poirier grabs the miss. Evans has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. And Thompson gets it to go.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Thompson's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Here's Peters, and he goes in for the dunk.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Thompson, a screen on Evans. Larkin, the pass to Poirier. From outside, off the mark. Poirier has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. From deep, Evans traps in the tray.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Driving to the basket. Nice shot by Larkin.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Pass to Smits. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Evans throws it down hard.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They grab their own miss, and Bryant is right there.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Evans inside. Bryant on him. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. The 3 from Bryant. That one, no good. Bryant's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Evans kicks to Dorsey. From downtown. The shot that time, not on target. Johnson for 3. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shoots the 3. Oturu with the rebound. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Johnson outside. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room. Give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
From deep, Evans cans it from downtown.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Evans against Bryant. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Oturu. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Evans feeling it out a bit. Takes a 3. That shot misses. Johnson outside. No good from 18. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Vezenkov. Shot clock at 6. Wing shot on the way. Lenecki with a rebound. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. And there's a pick. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Papanikolaou. And he converts the layup. Here's Baldwin. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Taken away. In transition, here they come. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Baldwin's got his second basket.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to Hall. Fournier with a rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in to the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. That's tipped. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Misses in close. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hall. Here's Luau Cabarro. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. And the bucket is good. Here's Baldwin. To the paint. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The first one falls. So hits one and misses one at the line. Here's Papanikolaou. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 6 points. Baldwin's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Outside Fournier. There's the 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Out left to the wing. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Luau Cabarro. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. Fournier with the bucket.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Maneki. Six to shoot. Second chance shot. Shot's blocked. Here's Papanikolaou. Zinkov. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here he goes. Here's Maneki. This one for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
Here's Evans. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Here's Forrest. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Going inside. Good on the shot. Forrest has got his second bucket of the night.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Howard inside, and the shot's good. Howard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they got written off by a lot of people early on, but they've shown everyone up by delivering a strong season so far.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock is at 3. Takes the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
There's Howard with the 3. Goes back up. Tipped. Pass to Evans. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Forrest. He has 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First team foul.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Evans. Here's the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Howard's shot's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's rebounded by John.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
That one's good for 2. Howard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
1:14 left in the half. The floater. He gets it in there.
Assist from number 7.
Here's Forrest. He has 6. Driving to the basket. And there's the screen. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
It's a close game here in Boston. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Evans. Three-pointer. And Dorsey gets it to go. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Baldwin, the pass to Luau Cabarro. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And it's Hall in at the center position. They set a pick. They swipe it. Pass to Luau Cabarro. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Vezinkov. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Baldwin. He has 6. Five to shoot. They set the pick. Shoots from the line, and the shot goes down.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Outside Fournier. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The shot by Vezinkov, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Into the lane.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammate. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Fournier for 3. That shot, no good. Fournier's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Here's Baldwin. And the shot goes in. Baldwin's got 8.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Vezinkov. To the inside. There's a screen from downtown. The rebound by Hall.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
That one goes in. 12 points for him.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Vezinkov. Banked it in off the glass.
Assist goes to.
So it's the home team now. 6-point lead. Here's Luau Cabarro. Fournier covering. Takes it inside. Baldwin's shot is good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
1:51 left in the third quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Maneki. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Here's Baldwin. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Falls got 4 rebounds now. Outside Fournier. Here's Vasenkov, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Baldwin. 10 points for him. And he drives in. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Vasenkov. Give him 8. Inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Right wing. The rebound by Vasenkov. To the paint. Tries again. Misses at the rim. Now here is Howard. Defense is right there. Counted.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Papanikolaou. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
From behind the arc. The shot, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Evans. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Here's Dorsey, guarded by Howard. There's a screen. Back to Fournier. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Now Howard. Pass to Jop. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Foul, second team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2, number 17.
It's both from the stripe.
And really strong at the line since the break.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They set a pick. Pass to Dorsey. Puts up a deep 3. And no good.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Luau Cabarro.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
Two minutes remaining in the game.
Second chance shot. That 3's off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Dorsey. Can't hit from in close. They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Baldwin's shot is off. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Williams-Goss. Clock at 6. Here's Dorsey. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Down low. There's the triple. On target from range.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Off target with the 3. Here's the break. Fournier with the bucket. Here's Baldwin. Fournier covering. To the inside. Comes up empty down low. Pass to Dorsey. The shot's good. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Baldwin. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Smits in at the force line.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Stolen away. Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. Launches a three. Rebounded by Hall. Here's Baldwin. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Here's Larkin. About a minute played so far here in the first. Sinks the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Baldwin.
First personal foul, second team foul.
To the middle. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Pass to Manecki. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen. A three-pointer off the mark. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Number 33, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Baldwin. That 3 off the mark. Thompson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Elbow shot is on the way. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Thompson misses.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Pass to Hall. Here's Baldwin. And he drives in. The shot off that time.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Nice shot by Larkin.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Out to the right wing. Looking to end the run. Drains the three-pointer.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Here's Larkin.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for the away.
And that one falls for Larkin.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Lets the 3 fly. Baldwin can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Thompson lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Monecki. Pass to Baldwin.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Third team foul.
55 seconds left to play in the first. To the paint. Setakurski's. Rebound by Larkin.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Stripped away. Pass to Monecki. Off target from outside. Monecki's gone 1 of 3 on the night. On the wing, Thompson. There's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To halt the run.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Now here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Nora. And a miss there off the inbound. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Howard with it. They've got Bryant. And it's Oturu in at the center, locking down the middle. Howard up on top. Setakurski's. They get it back. Six to shoot. Second chance shot. And good that time. He's got 5. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Here's Bryant, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We've got Johnson, and it's Nora in at the small forward position. Pass to Forrest. It's stolen. Johnson up top. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Knocks it loose and stolen by Howard. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Ryan against Howard. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And taken away by Johnson. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Jock. And here's the fast break. Pass to Forrest. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 5 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Johnson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Howard. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. We've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. PA, thank you. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Johnson with a screen on Howard. Here's Bryant. Lays it up off the glass. Bryant's got 8. And the home team has possession. 8-point game. Howard against Bryant. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. All sorts of time. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
The layup missed.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Sedekursky's offline from the top of the key. And that does it for the first half of play. Up 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the visiting team.
I love their game plan.
And that is
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Larkin. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5, down low. Pass to Smits. Thompson with it. Puts up a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Out to the wing. Here's Baldwin. 3-pointer. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocks down the 3 ball. Larkin's got 9 points.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Shoots. Baldwin can't get it to go.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it goes down 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pushing it up. Thompson inside the line.
Old team foul. Ball. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Nice shot by Larkin. 11 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hall passes to Baldwin. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. Larkin looking it over. Thompson right side. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Poirier. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Poirier's got his first basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And yes, it's good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Larkin kicks to Thompson. Pass to Larkin. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Monecki. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Luwawu. And the layup is good.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Baldwin's gone 2 of 6 shooting from the arc, 33%. The drive by Bryant. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Luwawu. Johnson's gone 1 of 4 so far.
Away team foul.
On Wednesday, then on Saturday.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, number 6.
That one is off. That one misses. 104 left to play in the third. Mora, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Bryant passes to Johnson. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got 5.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Shoots. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Luwawu. Here's Monecki. To the wing on the left. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. That one goes. Count it.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Johnson the screen. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
3.
Bryant's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the...
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Luwawu, and it's Forrest in at the point. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Bryant for 3. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Howard against Bryant. Poked away. And they go to the intentional foul. Baldwin is checked in for Howard.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 44.
Now here's Bryant. Guarded closely. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Oturu. Back to Bryant. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Forrest, and taken away by Johnson. And here they come. Here's Oturu, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul, third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Baldwin. Johnson with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Baldwin. Setakurski's. That's tipped. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Nice shot by Larkin.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Driving in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
And they get it back. Smits passes to Larkin. This one for 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
No good with the triple. 1:25 left in the game. Thompson outside, out to the right wing. Pass to Larkin. Takes it inside. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Outstanding pass on time and on target.
56 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Drops in the layup for 2.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Fast break, here we go. Setakurski's the offensive rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your home team.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Larkin. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. That shot off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is